Vom Schwan! Come on! I got you, Rebel. Breathe! Just breathe! It's okay! You're okay! Just breathe, Rebel! Just breathe! I got you!
Hey! Give him a shot of morphine and move on. He's not gonna last a day.
Please, Doss, no! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! God, please don't leave me! I've got kids! Please don't leave me! I ain't going anywhere! I'm gonna get you home! I got you, Ralph, okay? I'm gonna get you home. Here comes some morphine! Here comes some morphine! It's gonna kick in real quick, Ralph. We're gonna get you shifted. Stretcher! Stretcher!
Get up! Keep moving, son. I can't. I'm wounded. There's nothing wrong with you.
Hang on.
Oh! Lieutenant Duck's a dead one.
Yo, Kpaceguy here. What's going on YouTube? So I wanted to go ahead and start the video off with a really good Atmos introduction, a really good demo for the Atmos speakers. I've used that movie before in a couple of demos for Atmos, but I haven't used them on these speakers, obviously, so I decided to go ahead and do that. And so these speakers are phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and break it down to the different categories here. We're going to talk about a couple of different things. We're going to talk about specifications for these speakers. We're going to talk about how they sound and what's the best configuration to have them in. Right now I had them on the wall, down firing, but there's different orientations you can have them. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that all. Really quickly, just about these set of speakers that I have here. Again, they're the prime elevations from SVS, made strictly for Atmos, but you can use them as bookshelves depending on what kind of orientation you have. They're pretty good on the bass response. We're actually down to 55 Hertz, and it's actually really good because that driver inside of it is not big at all. It's about 4.5 inches around, so that's not a big driver, but to get down to 55 Hertz, it is pretty good. It does have a backfiring port on the back, so it gives extra bass and emphasis because you're going to have it against the wall or the ceiling most likely, and so it adds extra bass off that wall to give it a more fuller sound. These can handle a pretty good amount of watts. It ranges from 20 to 150 watts. So if you have an amplifier that has that range of power, you're going to be just fine. Most receivers will be able to handle these no problem because they are 8 ohms. Their sensitivity is 87 decibels, so it's not the most sensitive, but it still doesn't take a lot of power to power these up. Mine are the black, piano black finish, but again, you can get the gloss white and the black ash, which are $3.99 for the black ash, and then $4.99 for both the gloss piano finish that I have here and then the white piano finish that you can also get. Now, these speakers aren't too heavy. They're about 7.8 pounds each, but let me tell you that they are very, it's hard to say, they're top heavy if you have them down firing where the 4.5 inch driver is. It's heavy right there, of course, because it has the bigger magnet. It's very heavy down there. If you're going to have it on the a side firing orientation, then they're going to be heavy towards the side of the woofer. If you're going to have it on the top, where the top firing, it's going to be heavy at the top side. So where that woofer is, it's much heavier on that side. So most of not all the 7.8 pounds or the 8 pounds is more towards where the woofer is at. It's very top heavy or bottom heavy depending on which way you're holding it. But it wasn't too heavy at all. It does come with wall mounting brackets, which I have hanging from the wall now, and they're actually really good. It comes with a template, so it wasn't too hard for me to put them up together, and so I had them hanging up on the wall in no time. Now, this speaker, I want to compare it to maybe a clip speaker or maybe a Sony Atmos speaker, things like that. These are rather large compared to a lot of the other ones. The cabinet dimensions are about 9.4 inches in height with 5.4 inches in width and then 8.3 inches in depth, and that's going to be the big thing is the depth. These speakers stick out from the wall or from the ceiling a lot more than a lot of other competitors do, which may or may not be as good for you as it may be for me or somebody else. Now, with my room being smaller than most people's, having that speaker stick out from the wall a lot is really obtrusive, but it actually looks really, really good. In my opinion, it looks really, really clean, really, really nice. You see, I've taken the wires and I've rerouted them going straight up the wall and then put them in a wire tube so that you can't see the wires. It looks really, really clean, very aesthetically pleasing, and I really like that. The speakers themselves look really, really good. That SVS logo at the top there, I'm not sure if I can get you to be able to see that. It's too far away. Try to zoom in on it. It's too far away, but there is a SVS logo, of course, on the speaker grill itself that is magnetic. So depending on what orientation, what direction you have that for firing, you can change that magnetic logo to face the correct direction, which I think is really, really smart, really, really creative idea. You see they didn't cut any corners at all when making the speaker. But again, that depth, it probably sticks off the wall a lot more than most, if not all, competitors that are making Dolby Atmos modules, things like that. Again, you can have them in different orientations. So right now, I have this one here at a down firing, meaning that my speaker is pointing down towards the listening position. You can also have it up firing. So if you're going to use them as a bookshelf application or a left, right, center, you can have them sitting on their base with some supplied rubber feet, and you can have them firing straight at you like a normal speaker. Which would be bottom firing, and then you can turn them sideways and have them as a left, center, right kind of configuration, whatever you want to do, or even as a bipole kind of surround sound. You can have them side firing if you want to do that. So that's a really cool idea. You can use these speakers in pretty much every application in your home theater. If you want to do a full elevation speaker system, you can do that. It is made possible by SVS. Now let's talk about how they sound. That's what you guys really want to know. I've had a couple of days since I've had them to listen to a lot of different movies, including the one that I demoed to you guys here at the very beginning of the video. And let me tell you, it is night and day coming from my certain Atmos speakers to these right here. I was coming from some satellite speakers that aren't made for Atmos that I was using as Atmos in the meantime until I got elevation speakers. And now that I've switched, it's been night and day. I love the sound that comes from these things. It sounds so full and rich, being able to hit down to 55 hertz. I still have it crossed over at 80, but it sounds so good. I was so worried about, my speakers on my floor level, my left and right front speakers, they're rather tall. Some odd 45 inches or so. And so the distance between my tweeter of my floor standers and then my Dolby Atmos speakers, I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two speakers because my floor standing speakers were so tall. But there actually is a lot of separation between my ground level speakers and then my height speakers. It actually sounded really, really convincing. And so I really am super happy that I picked up these speakers. I knew I would be happy with them, and I sure am today. And so if you guys are looking at these speakers, definitely grab a pair. I know there are a lot of companies out there who are doing Atmos speakers. You have Definitive Technology, I believe Kef has a few, SVS of course, Klipsch has a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3 of them, Sony even has a pretty good pair, Yamo has a pair. So there's a lot of different companies that are out there doing these. I believe these are more the expensive ones and rather the big ones. But again, look what you're getting for these at the price that you're paying for. You can have these on your wall, on your ceiling. You can use them on a stand. You can use them as a bookshelf speaker. You can use them as a dipole speaker for your surround or just a regular surround speaker. You can use these any way you like to. So I really am happy with these. I don't have any of the speakers that I named to compare them to, but I definitely want to compare them, especially to the Klipsch. I believe the Klipsch Atmos speakers are most popular, and so I definitely want to check those out and see how they rank up against SVS or vice versa. But these speakers sound phenomenal. I can really tell when something is raining on top of me and when something is flying past me and overhead. That's what these are for, and they do it with perfection. Now, I'll turn you guys around to the back of the room here because I'm still using 2 of my 4 satellite speakers to power the back Atmos speakers right now. And so they do pretty good, of course, they're all going to do pretty good, but I don't have a full set of elevation speakers yet, so I can't really give you the full Atmos picture yet. I can't really tell you the full performance of these speakers, but when I get 2 more, which I'm not sure when, it won't be too long from now, but when I get 2 more of these, I'll definitely hook them up and probably hang them from the ceiling where those are and down fire them towards my listening position just like those are, and give you guys another overview of just how good Atmos is in general and then how good SVS is at performing in Atmos. So Lots of videos to come. I'm going to do a lot more demos of these speakers because these speakers are phenomenal. Of course, I'm going to do a lot more demos of maybe DTS-X, Atmos. I'll do some of the SVS primes in different orientations. I'll take them off the wall and maybe use them as a surround speaker or a center channel and other things that you can use them for, and tell you what I think about them, guys. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, because I'm making a lot of good videos. I need you guys to see them all. I'm gonna have some fun on this video. And then leave a comment down below. What are you using for Atmos? Are you using Atmos at the current moment? If you are, what elevation speakers are you using? Are you using clips? Are you using SVS? Are you using modules built into your front speakers and back speakers? Let me know what you guys think about the elevations. If you have them, do you like them? Do you not like them? And if you're not using Atmos, tell me why. Is your room just too small? Do you think Atmos is just a gimmick? Let me know down below in the comments below. Leave a like on the video and smack that subscribe button. Let your anger out and punch that subscribe button to stay notified for videos in the future. And we'll see you later, guys. Kpaceguy out.